What's going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops, video drops. Minor news video, short video, but the New York Giants have traded backup kicker Ryan Santoso to the Carolina Panthers for a 7th round selection in next year's draft. Decent value, good value for both sides in this trade. One needing, I guess, a pick, and then, Ryan Santoso for the Panthers, they obviously need a kicker. I'll give some background, their kicking situation and stuff like that in this short segment/video. Santoso has been with the Giants since 2020, going back to, I think, the waiver wire where they started signing guys to practice squads, and even maybe a little after that he signed. Obviously, with any years of experience under your belt, you go on a practice squad. He went on the practice squad last year. Ted Larson went on the Bucs practice squad last year. There was all sorts of situations. Alec Ogletree was on the Jets practice squad last year at one point. And then obviously, you could elevate people and stuff like that. It was a crazy year, so I guess, test out those rules, NFL. But down the stretch, Gano, as in Graham Gano, Riley Dixon, and Casey Kreider, all of those guys got COVID after week 10. Now, there were doubts, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Meaning Gano, Dixon, and Kreider. But the Giants were on a bye week, so they had enough time. They obviously got back in time, but Santoso was the insurance for Dixon and Gano because he can kick and he can also punt when they need him to. Obviously, long snapping, he can't do that. Carson Tinker was on the practice squad at the time. So, if they needed him, they just elevate him from the practice squad, protect him, do whatever they need to do. But for the rest of the season, obviously, he wasn't much of anything. Then coming into camp now, he's been excellent, hitting, 60-yard field goals from deep. Even though it's practice, it still means something. And a lot of the kickers across the league have been struggling. Obviously, the Jets had Chris Nagar. He was cut. Also to note, Quinn Norton for the Patriots, he hasn't been good all preseason long, and he's kind of been the guy to substitute for Nick Folk because I think he's been injured. Joey Sly hasn't really been great for the Panthers the last 2 years, and he hasn't been good in camp. And also to note, our rivals, the Washington football team, they have a little bit of a kicking problem because I've noticed in games Dustin Hopkins, his leg is starting to deteriorate in my opinion. But some kicking background for the New York Giants. Joey Sly actually signed with the Giants back in 2019, spent some mini camp time with them, was cut before the preseason games actually started. And then he went to the Panthers for the last 2 years. Gano obviously spent some time in Carolina, got cut from them about a year ago, and then he signed with us, and the rest is history. Just to give some stats real quick, obviously Santoso has made all of his extra points and kicks in the preseason, so the Panthers won't need to worry. But in terms of Joey Sly, he hasn't been that great in the last 2 years for the Panthers. In 2019, he made a total of 31 extra points out of 35 attempts. That's about an 88.6 kick percentage in that case. And in terms of regular field goals, he's made 25 of 32, which is a 78.1 percentage. That goes back to 2019, 2020. He slightly did better in the extra point game, 33 of 36. And then in the field goal game, it's been about the same. He made more, but he also missed about the same and attempted more. So he was 29 for 36, which was an 80.6 field goal percentage. And I'm not going to jump to too many conclusions, but it seems like Joey Sly hasn't been great in camp for the Carolina Panthers, probably why they traded for Santoso. Once again, a lot of teams were probably sniffing Santoso from the outside. And the Giants got good value for Santoso. They got a 7th round pick, and kickers don't go to this team, that team trades anymore. No, that's not how it's been the last couple of years. It's been this guy gets cut, and then he gets picked up by another team on the waiver wire. But Giants got good value, and they have 11 draft picks for next year. A lot of them in the late rounds, but those can be used towards special teams and all these other duties, role-playing, whatever. The Giants have real insurance for next year just in case this year goes awry. So, short video. expect a podcast episode out tomorrow or Saturday, 53-man roster projections, stuff like that. But if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or drops. Appreciate y'all. Peace out. See you later.